And therefore, this is equal to, we know that is equal to this return minus the rate. And then I just simply put it down to get the answer. How about this? It's equal to S&P 500 return minus 0. So to run this regression, which one is going to be vertical x variable? This or that? This one? Which you, when we run regression, when we run regression, y is equal to say alpha plus beta x plus epsilon. Y, do you know what we call this variable? Dependent variable. Should be located on the vertical axis or horizontal axis? Vertical. X is called what? Independent or explanatory variable, right? Explanatory variable. Why do we call it explanatory variable? Why? No idea? Yeah, what the heck did you do in other class? There was such a professor was great. He was not scolding you at all. And I'm the one. No wonder why I understand why the student this horizontal axis variable for horizontal axis. And in other words, this has to be independent variable. Dependent variable is supposed to be explanatory variable in regression. So, like I said, like we did before, print is a print option. Heading. Analysis
I think I already put this on there too. I kind of went over this yesterday.
So click the data and data analysis. All you need to do is choose regression, okay, and you are going to repeat this, all right? And then you simply specify what type of regression model you are running. So input y range, y means y-axis, which is vertical axis. That's his axis convention. And by clicking here, we identify which one is the right one. Okay, selected. And once it's done, x will give you x. X variable, which is explanatory variable, we do this. Got that. And constant is 0. No, I told you because of statistical reason we need a zero term, no zero term. I mean constant term, but we are not forcing it to 0. Okay. So upper range. Okay, we can select the upper range to be somewhere here. Just arbitrarily select some area where output will be written, and then we say okay. Oops. What is missing?
Output range. Oh, you didn't select like the others.
When you selected that output range, it went into the Y range.
I see.
So you got it.
Oops. So I need to.
You need to
reselect the Y range.
Oh, I did this.
Yeah.
Thank you. That one. Then I click here. Then. Arbitrary select large area, and then click OK. We got the regression. So this is the intercept. And what's not really zero, but it's kind of close to zero. And then x variable coefficient of x variable. Okay, that's how you read it. Coefficient of x variable is 1.28. So what's a beta? 1.28. So 1.28 is riskier than the market portfolio. In other words, if I really invested in asset A, do I take a greater risk? Well, to understand, what is the beta of market portfolio? Well, all you need to do is just come over here and take a look at this. I am interested in sigma m. Hey, what is the expected return on m? All right? Then what you need to do is that you need to calculate covariance between m and m. Correct? Correct? What is the covariance between m and m? Oh no. That is a variance. Isn't that a variance of market portfolio? Covariance between m and m, which is the expected value of Rm minus Rf. Oh, not Rf. Mu m, Rm minus mu m, right? So I'm looking at the cross product of that. Oh, this is the same thing. And therefore, expect average of square of that is a variance, right? Okay. So we see that covariance is sigma m. So Rm minus Rf must be expected value of Rm minus Rf times what? Variance of this, right? So this is the same thing, right? So beta is equal to what? What? 1, correct? And therefore, excess return over risk-free rate for market portfolio is what? Same as this, right? It's correct? Tedious stuff. But doesn't tell us exactly what that is. Unless you know this, you cannot do it. You know. All right? Okay, so we can view this one, so relative to the market portfolio that is being held by entire investors, or everybody hold the same market portfolio. When I'm looking at each individual asset and looking at the beta, if the beta is greater than 1, that means it has a greater systematic risk, systematically greater systematic risk than the other, all right, than market portfolio. If it's less than 1, lower than the market portfolio risk. How do I know that one? Some of you more